563-8600. Lines are open now at 263-8600. Stay tuned to learn how you can answer the call to action and help make a difference on Social Action Radio.
Good morning, AM 860 FM 95.1 KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Welcome to Social Action Radio here on this Thursday, October 4th. First Thursday of every month is Social Action Radio. We invite folks to come in and talk about some of the stuff going on here in Muscatine and a lot of stuff with it, benefits the community. So joining us this morning, Kesha Leary and Joe Herr, and they're going to be talking to us about the Wellness Clinic and some other stuff that's going on. How are you two this morning?
Doing great. Thanks so much for having us this morning.
We're really excited to have you in.
We are really excited to do this.
Great. Well, we're excited to talk about some of the programs. You guys have a lot going on, so I'll let you just kick it off. What's going on that you guys wanted to talk about here this week? And you're wearing all of your pumpkins and your ghosts. It's October. It's definitely October. The colors are changing outside just a little bit, and we've got some cold weather coming our way too. So I'm sure that affects a lot of what you guys do.
Well, it does. And we're with the dental clinic, so I've got to wear my pumpkins and my ghosts because it's Halloween time. And so that means a change in the leaves, a change in my scrub patterns. But I'm with the dental clinic, and we are so excited to get to work with the Downtown Wellness Clinic. What an amazing partnership here in the Muscatine area to have primary health care and dental care all in one location.
With the Wellness Clinic, when we started, we were going to collaborate. What the dental college is going to do is kind of say, hey, does everybody have their immunizations? Do you have all your health care, everything? So, but with Keisha, we have the bubbly personality that really fit together. And we've got Gabby, who is our social worker, and the three of us have enough energy for a lifetime. But I see a lot of kids coming through the dental area, and their office is after ours. So sometimes I can kind of catch them, and then I can question them before they even get to her.
Gotcha. That way you get a chance to speak to them, just to make sure that all's well on your end as well as on the way to the dental.
Right. And it's great because this is fall. This is back to school time. This is time to get all of those forms completed for school. And so it's great because you come in and you get your kindergarten or ninth grade or Head Start screening forms done for the dental clinic. And part of those screening forms is to get your immunizations up to date. And I can speak from a personal experience. I went in and I saw Joe and I said, Joe, they've got these new immunization requirements for 7th graders. What can I do? Is my kid up to date? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I do what the physician tells me to do, but with these new immunization records, do I need to get him in sometime? And it was great because Joe could look it up and she can tell you a little bit about that and make sure. So, not only are your kids coming in for a dental visit, but get their immunizations checked out too.
That's correct. And actually, she sent us several already and we just started our clinic, and we're just getting going. And another good thing is we also have the food pantry that is at MCSA now on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And now I can also make sure that the kids that are there that are coming through, that they've got their dental, they've got their immunizations. The older folks, the younger folks, it doesn't matter. I take a lot of blood pressures. So it's a win-win for the community. And it's not just for, it's a community-based. So people are going, oh, I didn't know you could do blood pressures. I didn't know that I could get health care or, hooked into a doctor or a dentist. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, it's for the community. Yeah. So it's
the Wellness Clinic it's a great resource.
It is.
And the what were the test kits that were just recently provided?
A1C.
A1C. That was what I couldn't think.
I have been doing a lot of those thanks to Monsanto. We've got the test strips, and it's really funny. I caught one that was getting on the uprise and found out they weren't taking their medicine. So little things like that, it really does. That's what we're trying to do, is prevent people from having to wait too long, go into the hospital, and we can prevent things.
Mm-hmm. By catching it early, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about that all morning because it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we had folks in from the Gilda's Club today talking about awareness, and everything. It seems like with almost anything, the earlier you catch it, the better off you are. So being able to come to your wellness clinic and get checked out or figure out, and then also I'm sure come to the dental. What do they call it down there? Which
It's the University of Iowa Pediatric Dentistry.
That's it.
We see children from as early as we need to until about age 18.
Gotcha. And I'm sure dealing with teeth, I didn't have a whole lot of experience with the dentist when I was younger, so I really don't know what it looks like to go into the dentist's office. It's a frightening thing to me.
Well, it's great because now we get kids in so early that they're not coming when they have a toothache. They're coming for fun days. They're getting their teeth cleaned. We're flossing. We're talking to parents about what kinds of things kids should be eating and drinking. And then you leave happy with a sticker and a new toothbrush, and you come back every 6 months, and we're able to take things on, do a prevention, just like you talked about earlier. If we can focus on the prevention piece, it's not a scary place to go to the dentist. Besides, who is scared of coming to a dentist who wears Go Some Pumpkins on their scrub tops? So it's a great place to come.
Absolutely. Now, since it is October and it's Halloween at the end of the month, I'm sure you guys are pushing for, go and get your candy, but brush and floss afterwards, please.
Well, I have to be honest with you and say that I like candy too, just like the next person. I'm a dentist, and so I think the biggest thing is not to prevent kids from having those candies, but to give them good health tips for taking in the candy that they get. So making sure that they brush their teeth after eating the candy. The sticky things, the things that stick to your teeth, the Starburst, Tootsie Rolls, those are great to eat, but they stick to your teeth, and that's what causes cavities. So I tell parents, you want things that melt in your mouth and your hands as well, because that will go through your teeth much faster and hopefully not cause the kinds of cavities. But making sure you're brushing your teeth is the most important thing that you can do. And then making sure you have healthy options available like fruits and vegetables, that helps as well. There is no fruit in fruit snacks. I know they're good and tasty, but there's no fruit in fruit snacks.
Just because they're shaped like fruit does not mean that there's fruit in them.
That is correct.
That's excellent. So what else is going on? What more can we be talking about here this morning?
Well, I think this is a great time of year to talk about the flu vaccine. And you're coming in for your dental visit. You're coming into MCSA, and now's the time to make that little stop to protect all of the people in the community. In our family, we don't talk about getting a flu vaccine because that's kind of scary. Shots are scary, but we talk about how we can protect other people. So we protect the new babies that are born, or our elderly grandparents, or our friends who have cancer. So now's the time to really look at the flu shot. And with having the wellness clinic right next door, come get your teeth cleaned and leave with protecting your family.
Yes, we are actually starting, even at Public Health, we're starting to give the flu vaccines on Mondays and Fridays. And I'm at the MCSA clinic Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I think it's going to work out really well. And I think that if people would just get their flu shots, not be so scared, it's not going to cause anything. It does not cause the flu. It's like with any vaccine. You may be sore, you may be a little achy, but I'm going to start trying to give them, especially to the kids, because that's what I would really like, the population that when they do get the flu, they get really sick.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then those are the kids that, go into the hospital and they don't do very well. So, and if we can get their parents to kind of come in, that would be great. We just can't bill for them. It has to be a cash. They have to pay the cash up front. And I'm thinking it's $42, but I would be glad to give anybody their flu shots.
Absolutely. And because, it is important. I remember, I was a relatively healthy kid, but I had one time where me and my dad both got knocked on our rears from the flu for like almost a week and a half, 2 weeks. We were out of sorts. So though it's important to get out and get your flu shot early, because
it is. I've already gotten mine.
Flu season's on its way. No joke.
It'll
be here before we know it. So
it is.
Definitely get out there and get your flu shot too. So what else is going on?
Well, I think this time of year is an important time to talk from a dental perspective of making sure that kids have mouth guards for those sporting events. And so They're required for football.
Mm-hmm.
They're required for wrestling. They're not required for things like basketball and soccer. And those are probably the two sports where we see the number one trauma-related injuries is from soccer and basketball because they don't require them to have the mouth guards. So your question may be, how do you get those? And one way is to come into the dentist. We can help facilitate that. You can also, now they've got such sophisticated mouth guards at your local drugstore that you can go and get those and get the bite and boil kinds that you can make, especially when kids are in that transitional stage where their teeth are changing so much.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Those mouth guards, they're important because it's not just your teeth you're protecting. Your jaw getting smashed up in there can be just as hard on your head as it can be for your teeth. So that's super important. They talk about that being part of concussion, being part of the concussion prevention just as much as just a helmet or anything for football. And then, people probably don't, a lot of them not requiring it for soccer and basketball is because you don't think of them as contact sports. Well, I didn't play soccer, but I played basketball. I can tell you, it can sometimes be a contact sport. And I've watched soccer when I was at college. They're physical out there, so that's no joke. So it's definitely important. So there's no reason why you can't. Sounds like you can go and get your own, boil it up, and just make it just as easy as going to getting the official ones that you do at the beginning of the football season and whatnot.
Exactly. And again, it's just now getting into basketball season. So that's why I want to push the mouth guards at this point in time, because we talk about this for football and we have some great programs for that. But as we get into the basketball season, like I said, for transitional dentition, those are great where you can buy them from the pharmacies or your drugstores. But as you get into the more permanent dentition, that's all your permanent teeth there in high school, looking at going to your dentist and getting a mouth guard made specifically for you. Kids say that they can breathe better, that they're more adapted, they can speak. So it's a great way to go. So find your local dentist. We're happy to help you at MCSA, but find your local dentist and get a mouth guard made for your kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because they're important, like you mentioned. They're super important. So what else is going on? What more should folks know? Because it's not only is it just getting colder, but we're also going to be seeing a lot more of just all sorts of weird stuff that comes out when it gets cold, right?
We are. I'm already seeing down at MCSA the people that come through, like with the food pantry. We saw a lot of people that were going, sniffing and coughing. And to me, hand washing is one of the most important things, and that's what I kind of teach people: is you gotta hand wash and don't cough out. You gotta cough in your sleeve. If you don't have a sleeve, you can cough in your. But a cough can go a long way.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then you don't realize is every time you touch something and you have a cold or the flu, you're spreading your wealth with everybody.
Wealth.
So, I mean, you see a lot of people who have colds, and the first thing they do is they cough like this.
Yeah.
And then if it's an educational thing.
Absolutely.
So you're telling me not to cough into my hand anymore? I need to cough into my elbow?
That's right.
Well, I think I saw somebody say there's a Dracula cough. How would Dracula cough if he had a into the shoulder? I think that's what they were teaching kids a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to work at a school, and that was one of my fall winter things. Is I would go around to the kids, and they just knew that Nurse Joe was going to teach them about hand washing and coughing and sneezing. And I know the school that I was working at, we didn't have a high number of flus. I mean, we had some colds, but our flu rate was very low for the state. So wasn't me, but I did push for flu vaccines, and we had a clinic there. So I think if we can just educate everybody of how to take care of themselves, drink fluids. And I push the water at MCSA like always, and it's a good thing. I'm hoping we can keep them well.
And then when you have been sick, it's time to change that toothbrush out, because as you've been sick, you've got those germs all over your toothbrush. So making sure, one, you're not sharing toothbrushes with other people in your home, but two, making sure if you've been sick, you change it out so that you can have a clean, fresh toothbrush.
Because that's just what you need, is to brush your teeth when you're sick, put it back, use it again once you're feeling better, because what's going to happen?
You're just going to keep reinfecting yourself. You are correct.
Absolutely. And also, so while you're here, why don't you just go and tell folks, what do you recommend for hand washing? We were taught 30-second, or what it was that we like counted out. It was the ABCs. We counted out the ABCs.
Right.
I think it was the same for tooth washing, but or teeth brushing. Somebody told me that it was like the ABCs twice, I think, for teeth brushing. But what do you recommend?
The ABCs. And when we did a hand thing at school where I would put the violet light soap,
Yeah.
and then we'd have them, I'd do my black light, and we would show them all of their, the germs in their hands, and then we'd have to go wash them. And most kids will go in and just, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then they'd come back, and it was, in between. So we do, and I also have taught CNA classes. So the proper way to wash your hands is a friction. And you want to remember the newest thing is to get your thumbs, and then just wash, and then don't forget your nails because you got everything, and then you just do this, and then you want to get on your wrists. So that's what I teach kids and adults, because you see people, they wash their hands for 3 seconds and then they're out, and that does nothing.
It does nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
That just, I'll be honest, that I become a little bit of a germaphobe when it comes to people washing their hands and stuff, because it just, I worked with food for a little while, so I worked in a kitchen, so we were taught, we were walked through the process of how to wash your hands and getting everything so that you weren't spreading anything when you're in the kitchen. Of course, we work with gloves, but still you got just as important. So
it really is. And hand sanitizer is good. I like wash my hands with soap and water, but the hand sanitizers are also good. They just are a little drying.
Yeah.
So
they can crack your hands a little bit, but
can.
that's what lotion's for, right?
That's what lotion's for. But if you can wash your hands really well, that will prevent a lot, and then you'll
keep you from getting sick, and then keep you from getting, you want to make sure your kids know so they don't bring something home from school and then end up getting you sick and you got to miss work, whatever.
Right.
So that's super important to get, especially for the young kids to learn young.
And the one thing that I can say is, if you are sick, stay home. Because even with the dental, if somebody's sick and they know they're sick, guess who's gonna, possibly get it? It's just stay home.
Yeah.
If you have a fever or you don't feel well, you got to take that time and take care of yourself, or you're just going to be
miserable.
You're going to be miserable longer. And if you get the flu shot, you may get a strain of the flu, but it's not. It's going to be very short-lived, and it's not going to be like if you didn't get the flu shot.
Right.
I've gotten my flu shot since I worked in the ER here in Muscatine, and I've never gotten the flu, knock on wood.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if it's all right with you guys, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll keep it up with Social Action Radio. Absolutely.
Thank you.
We're live on the red carpet, waiting for the next generation Credenz soybean. There he is.
Oh, Ed, look, it's Credenz Liberty Link GT27.
I know, Edna. He's got elite genetics.
You gotta love his 4 bushel per acre yield advantage.
And he's both Liberty and glyphosate herbicide tolerant.
Definitely the year's hottest performer. Ask your Credenz retailer about the new Credenz Liberty Link GT27 soybeans.
Grow smart with BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
At Danner Farms, our reputation is one of the most valuable assets we have. Billy Danner, owner of Danner Farms, is a 4th-generation farmer. Danner Farms is actively seeking farmland to lease for 2019 and beyond. You will benefit from our competitive leases, receiving top dollar and knowing your land is receiving the very best care possible. Danner Farms specializes in caring for your farm. Call 319-430-9525 or visit us at DannerFarmsInc.com. Your farm and family are too important for anything else.
Healthy food options can be hard to find, but with Yaki Shack, it's easier than ever. Our customers have been thrilled with our variety of nutritious meals. How do we know? Because they tell us about it all the time. Order your items steamed instead of fried and take advantage of our gluten-free options. Our meat choices can be substituted with soft or crispy tofu upon request. Next time you're thinking about breaking your diet, relax, take a deep breath, and come visit us here at Yaki Shack. Located across from, but not in the Weed Park Ponds.
Hi, this is Zach Boots, owner of ZWB General Construction. I'm a local business and always on the job site.
Windows, patios, garages, driveways, roofing, and siding work.
Remember me, Zach Boots and ZWB Construction. See my work on Facebook.
Booking roofing, concrete, and siding jobs now.
Call now for free estimates. 563-260-2786. That's 563-260-2786, and you can be the next job well done.
Here's a look at your forecast from the KWPC AM 860 and FM 95.1 Weather Center. We'll see some sunshine continue through the day today with high temperatures near 60 with north winds 10 to 15. Tonight, skies turn cloudy with some developing showers and storms in the overnight with a low temperature at about 51. Then we'll see showers and a few storms on Friday with highs near 70 with southeast winds. Then with showers and thunderstorms on Friday night, we'll head back to about 60. I'm weatherology meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 45.
Social Action Radio is back with more information about issues the less fortunate face in our community and how you can answer the call to action and make a difference today. Call or text now with your comments or questions to 563-263-8600. Now, back to the show.
Hey, Jordan, I just wanted to ask the ladies a quick question about, I heard you talking about changing your toothbrush when you're sick. Is it also possible that you can maybe soak that in like hydrogen peroxide for a while? Does that do kind of the same thing to get the germs off or not really?
You know, it would take, that's a great question, and it takes a lot of energy to try to wash a toothbrush. And they're cheap and they're easy to come by, so I would just say, just start over with a new toothbrush, and that's a great way to start. But that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking.
I always heard that old wives' tale, you know, but because when you put it in hydrogen peroxide, you see all the bubbles coming off of it, and you think, oh, it's getting all the germs off.
It's working, but yeah, it looks cool. But I just go with buying a new toothbrush. Right. They're cheap and they're easy, and you can get them, a lot of them on sale, and you can get one every time you go to the dentist. So go see your local dentist.
All right, cool.
Thanks, Tim. Excellent. So once again, we're back with Social Action Radio here on KWPC, and we're joined in the studio by Keisha Leary and Joe Herr. They're both, you're from the...
And I'm at the University of Iowa Muscatine Pediatric Dental Clinic.
Mm-hmm. And Joe, you're with the Wellness Clinic and also with Union Point.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining us once again. Social Action Radio here on KWPC. We're going to let Keisha take over once again. We're going to be talking about something a little different here this morning.
Well, yeah, we want to talk about when it's great to go to the dentist. We have a great dental clinic here in Muscatine that's open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's staffed by faculty members from the University of Iowa College of Pediatric Dentistry, Pediatric Dental Department. So we're all pediatric dentists. We work with kids all the time. That's what we do. That's what we focus on. And then we work with senior dental students as well as dental residents. These are dentists that are doing an extra 2 years of training. So it's great because we offer the option of dental care here in the community that is sometimes at a lower cost. And we also take Medicaid and Hawkeye, which are two of the state insurance plans. So it's a great opportunity for kids who have Medicaid as a form of insurance to come in and get their dental care taken care of. We're really lucky because we partner with many organizations in the community, but working with the Downtown Wellness Clinic, it's great. If you have a child that you don't have insurance for, then stop in and talk to the Wellness Clinic. They might have some opportunities available for you to see if maybe your child is eligible for something like Medicaid or Hawkeye.
Yes, Gabby, no, she is our social worker, and I call her my guru because if there is a way to get a child or just a client that comes into the wellness clinic, if there is a way that she can get dental or vaccines or any kind of thing, doctor's appointments, it's wonderful. We still see a gentleman and his child that came in to Keisha, and we didn't know how it was going to work out, you know, but we were able to get them so much more than we were working off of her dental, and then we were able to just shoot off, and now they're covered for a lot of things.
Yeah, this is so important because once we find out that, you know, today, with things the way they are, kids really have options as far as coverage is concerned. So if your child doesn't have medical insurance, they don't have dental insurance, please stop in and talk to the social worker, talk to Gabby, and we can see about the opportunities or what kinds of things are available. If they're not eligible for Medicaid or for maybe Hawkeye, there might be other programs available in the community where kids can get covered, and that helps with things like immunizations, going to their physician. It's more than just dental care at the MCSA building. We're about total health care, and we want to make sure that kids are covered, not only that they have good teeth, but they have good nutrition, they have a place, a roof over their head, and that their physical needs are taken care of as well.
Right, because it's so, and I mention this every time that we either have Social Action Radio or anybody from public health or anything on, because it's just as important to take care of yourself as it is to take care of your kids or your bills or anything like that. So that's what the wellness clinic's there for.
It is, and sometimes we can start off on a child and then we can shoot off on their parents and make sure that everybody, not just the child, has health care. Because as a human being, we take care of our children first. Mm-hmm. And then as adults and parents, we are the last ones that get anything. Well, in order to take care of your children, you have to take care of yourself.
Right.
So that's one thing that's really good about the collaboration between us is we can start out with the kids, and then Gabby and I can say, okay, what's your health care like? Do you have health care? And we're finding that there's quite a population that really don't know how to get health care.
Right. They aren't sure what programs there are available for them.
And a lot of people, even, my age, we're not really computer, and we're not illiterate, but we're not the best in computers.
Tech savvy.
You're not digital natives like the kids are today.
Thank you. Yes. So you get on those computers, you get on those websites for any kind of aid, and it's like a foreign substance. You don't know how to do it, and they're hard to navigate. Well, we can help you navigate that. So it's the collaboration has been wonderful, and the energy level is just.
So it's just as much getting your wellness checked out as it is also getting the education so that you can continue to take care of yourself as well.
Correct.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, anything else to add here? We're wrapping up here in our final moments here for Social Action Radio.
No, but we just appreciate the collaboration and the support we've had from the community of Muscatine. And like we said, we're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so get your kids into the dentist. Mm-hmm. We'd love to see them.
And they can call and make an appointment, too, as well.
They can. It's 563-263-0895. You can talk to Teresa. She's been there for 12 years, so she's a community native, and she would be happy to make you an appointment.
Great.
And ours is open. You don't need to make an appointment. Just come on in.
We do look forward to seeing your kids, though, 0 to 18.
Yes, we do. And the clinic will take any age.
Excellent.
So
excellent.
We are rounded, both of us.
Well, thank you so much, Keisha and Joe, joining us here this morning. Thanks for joining us on Social Action Radio.
Thank you.
This has been Social Action Radio here on KWPC AM 860 and FM 95.1 here on the voiceofmuscatine.com.
Thank you for listening to Social Action Radio, courtesy of the Muscatine Center for Social Action. Tune in at 9 a.m. on the first and third Thursday of the month for Social Action Radio on the voiceofmuscatine.com.